So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted the theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. Blade, just like Solly did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. Hi everyone, Martha here. So, this was the 2 episodes of Percy Jackson. And you know me, I've been trying to read all the books. And just finished reading the blood of Olympus, so the 2nd series. So I'm on to the 3rd one. This is technically the 1st book that they're adapting here. So how good are they at adapting this? Well, there is a couple of inaccuracies, like his mom's not supposed to tell him about the myths. But that's basically it, and some of the characters are the wrong color, but that doesn't matter. But I think that it's a good show. So this adapted the first couple episodes. Some of the episodes are named after chapters of the book. So yeah, but they're not gonna have as many chapters. The episodes there in the chapters of each book. So this is about, so for spoilers ahead, Percy Jackson went to a school that's it's a private school, and he goes to a museum. He's attacked by one of his teachers after he tries to defend himself after a bully, Nancy. And she pushes her in the water with water, but doesn't. So, and then he has the math teacher, Mrs. Dots, attack him, who is a Mrs. Dots is a Fury. And she attacks Perseus, and he uses Riptide, which he gets from Chiron. Is that how you say his name?
Yes.
Chiron. And which is a pen. Might be not the right pen, but it's fine. And he ends up getting expelled from the school because Grover lied, so he would go to the camp. Since now they know monsters are after him. And so his mom takes him to the place where she meets his dad, after we meet his terrible stepdad, who is a bum, who says he has a job but he never goes to the job, so therefore he's a bum. And after they get there, they get attacked by the Minotaur after Grover tells them that he's a satyr. They don't have him, they don't have him, be, misfigured, in the book, but they do have, Charon misfigured because he's in a wheelchair to hide his legs, his, hoofs. But, so they fight the Minotaur, in the book, that he does kill him with the horn, which he does here. He kills him with the horn, he gets on top of him, and for some reason he wears underwear. I don't know if that's in the book.
It is in the book.
It is? Okay, but I guess it makes sense here because this is a kid's show. They can't exactly have that in a kid's show.
Or a kid's book.
So, that's why he's wearing underwear. And he beats the Minotaur after he takes Sally, to the underworld to be with Hades, and we wake up. Percy thinks his dad's there, but he's not, and so he stumbles across Dionysus, who does a great job of calling him Peter Johnson instead of Percy Jackson, because he does gets most demigods names wrong because he doesn't like any of them, and he like goes along with him. When Percy thinks it's his dad, and Percy calls after Grover tells Percy, "This is Dionysus. He's a god," and he calls him Your Majesty. Dionysus is never gonna live that down, and he tells Dionysus tells him to go get a drink, and like Charon's like, "You can't drink, but I'm the god of wine." You have anything to add about that? And then we find out that Charon is a centaur, not a guy who's in a wheelchair. The wheelchair was just to survive his hoofs. When he was little, he might have saw Blackjack, which doesn't come till later on, and they mentioned a restaurant that was called D'Angelo, which is supposed to reference to Nico. But Nico's not. There's no restaurant in the book called D'Angelo. But I think they're just referencing it since he's not in this book. What do you think?
I referenced him.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah. And after that, Luke leads him around the place after he gets put into the Hermes cabin, since they don't know who his dad is yet. But Luke leads him around. I think in the book, Annabeth leads him around. He meets like Annabeth a little later, like after Clarice tries to give him a swirly. Instead, she gives her and the other Aries kids swirlies.
Didn't those are not swirlies?
He hits them with water! You get hit by water when you get swirlies!
Yes, but your head has to be in the toilet to be a swirly.
Okay, so after the swirly incident, that doesn't really happen in a swirly, we do meet one of the tree imps, and Grover gets taken over to where the tree imps and the satyrs hang out and had like a little meeting. And we find out that Sally's not killed by Mentor. She just got taken down to the underworld, like I said. And they want to try to keep that away from Percy. Dionysus tells him not to tell Percy. But that's kind of like a Chekhov's gun. You tell a character not to do something, eventually they will end up doing it. So, yeah. How soon does Grover tell him the truth? So then we have them play Capture the Flag, but instead of Clarice's side trying to capture the flag, she goes after Perseus for revenge for hurting her with water, but she really just wants him not to have all the glory, because she wants to have some glory so she can be a good daughter to Ares. That's the real reason why she doesn't like him. That's how she got into that's how he got there. She's jealous of him. So, we do see Annabeth use the invisibility cap, which she got from Athena, which is, and Luke does tell Percy about Talia, which doesn't come until later in the second book. So we do hear Talia in the tales about Talia in the first book, though. The one who's how they get there and how they find Annabeth when she's like 7. What is wrong with Simba? We're on episode 2, by the way, in case you didn't notice. So, Aiden!
Oops, that was an accident. I'm just putting Simba down.
No, on the controller! Okay. After that, Annabeth pushes Percy into the water because Clarice and the other Aries kids hurt him. And so, and the water heals him because who his dad is, and which is Poseidon. And they show Poseidon's trident right above him as a symbol that I claim this boy as mine. And that's how the episode ends, with Poseidon claiming his kid. And we find out that we think that Hades might have the bolt. So, and that's how this episode ends. I think that it might have some inaccuracies, but I think this so far is a lot better than those dumb excuses for movies. Because we really can't judge the second one yet, according to this, yet, because they haven't made the second season yet. But we can judge the first one, because this one's a lot better, because they actually do a lot more stuff in this show already, and it's only the first couple chapters than that movie did. Now, we got somebody who's way more better fan than me about this stuff. What do you think? They can't see that! Aiden, you have to say it!
Oh.
I don't show pictures in this. I just show pictures related to the stuff. You have to say it. You can't just show a thumbs up.
Okay. I think it's good. I think it's really good.
Okay.
I think it's way better than the movies.
Movie. We can't really judge the second one yet. The second one hasn't really been done yet into this show yet.
Alright.
So yeah. So we also got so I'm gonna give both of these ones a 9 out of 10. But I do want to mention the fact what happened with the guy who played Cain. The fact that he got fired because he got for being guilty for hitting a girl, his girlfriend. But it's kind of hard to do that and not get judged when you have a witness. But they just did that court date where he got proven guilty for hitting his girlfriend. So he got fired, and so he's no longer the one that's going to play Cain. So I just wanted to say that as my news, like I usually do in these episodes. Once I usually put news with it. So yeah, we'll see who gets if they recast him, or if they go into a different villain. We don't know yet because that movie hasn't happened yet. They just renamed the title from Cain Dynasty to the 5th Avengers movie, since they don't know what to do with it yet. And my cat is going crazy. I gotta go. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and bye-bye.